Welcome Libra, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon in Virgo meditation. This reading is being done during the lunation and it should serve you whenever you find it, but it is focused on the month of March. So let's get started with your overall energy. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is your consciousness of your natural desire and instinct to be of service to others. To the extent that you may have customarily assumed the role of caretaker, protector, distributor of resources, spreading the wealth or the abundance, the resources around so that people can partake in that with equity. This may even reflect your work, the kind of work that you do as a counselor, a caregiver. However, you are recognizing the way this reflects upon your relationships in a somewhat unfavorable way, so that you assume the mantle of responsibility within relationships in a way that you're now recognizing prevents you from actually experiencing the match in rewards and enjoyment that you give to others. This is where you are consciously making space to receive the kinds of investment from others that you give, finding more harmony and balance in relationships, aware that in addition to being of service, something that gives you a lot of joy, you're also at a place where you are recognizing that allowing those you care for to care for you back in some kind of an equitable way, it strengthens the relationships in addition to making them more enjoyable. Understanding that you are deserving of the same care that you give to others, and neglecting that aspect of your relationships is harmful. So this is really about opening up to receiving, making space for receiving the rewards of your work. In the past, we have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. It's interesting because this is reflecting a little bit on what we've just spoken about. The Seven of Cups is indicating the options that are available to you, that you may be exploring, you may be dreaming about, planning, or even fantasizing about. And that is perhaps creating a confusion or a separation from your lived experience in the way that this is reflecting your experience of looking for that equity in relationships, creating that space. Here you may be dreaming, you may be allowing yourself to fantasize about opportunities, many of which you realize are not only not equal, but not all beneficial. And this actually works in many ways as a distraction from the work that you need to do. And in protecting your safety, being careful about the resources that you have, that you do have, you may also be considering the ways that you can create a stronger personal foundation, a personal sense of security, so that you need not fantasize or project your desires, your rewards that you might feel to be gratifying to the kinds of inequities that you experience in relationships, those spaces where you're not being given to equally, where you're being ghosted, you're being shortchanged, you're not being included or connected with in a way that you often reach out to do, you often initiate. You're considering that and realizing it is this shift, it is this ability to open up to receiving rather than always prompting the relationship that is providing you with this wonderful sense of stability and foundation in knowing what resources you have, but also this appreciation that your joy in sharing resources, and that means receiving as well as giving, is really what's giving you the sense of flow, abundance, and reciprocity in your relationships. And that's part of the community that you want to be a part of. You're reshaping your community as you get clear on your personal goals and boundaries around your safety and security. In the present, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. You're indeed really working on the sense of your own independence. This may look material, it may look external or financial, and indeed may be reflecting a sense of material security and stability, the enjoyment of the abundance as a part of this community that you are creating, that you want to be a part of. And yet you're very clear about your own integrity, your own discrete responsibility and abundance that you can enjoy within the parameter of your own garden. This does not mean that you are not relating. In fact, it is building your capacity to be generous with those resources that do not undermine your own stability or security, so that you are looking for ways, exploring the many ways of doing things differently, discovering new opportunities for your own creative expression, ways to create more abundance, to do business, to organize with others, as well as this openness about your truth, exploring, expanding upon your experience, and curious about the experiences of others, rather than taking those for granted in our relationships, supplying others with what we think they need. You are actually becoming more curious as you have worked through this process on your own in terms of creating this more ideal community that you would want to be a part of, that you are creating in order to play a more equitable role within and receive the rewards of those relationships more equitably. You are open up to new inspirations, new ideas, new communications, and even facilitating a discussion, conversations about that. This can be about your ability to negotiate on your own behalf and on the behalf of others as you continue to grow in skills, in the knowledge and expertise that is required to build these connections, to build these dialogues and this discourse. In the future, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. In addition to your desire to explore, to feel empowered by your independence, to reach out in new ways, you are also looking at new ways to plan, to build as the result of this information that you're gathering. This desire to find out more research, look at unfamiliar opportunities or ways in which you now recognize opportunities from exploring new spaces, moving outside of your comfort zone as that is cemented for you, grounded for you. You now feel safe to move out. You feel generous. And in order to dispense with the investments you desire to make, you are planning, looking at models of things that are inspirational, that are productive to you, and you are using those to contribute to this cultural, emotional, social foundation. This is about the place that this community that you are envisioning, you're working towards, can be grounded, can be based in order to continue to grow and move on. These celebrations can look like any number of things: christenings, weddings, graduations, diplomas, anything that represents the progress and growth that you among your community are able to make. And this is leading you to a profound revelation and opening up and elevating of your consciousness about the expertise that can contribute to a new effort. This new awareness can be about creating a new path, a new tool or resource, a new ultimate direction that really represents a shift in your consciousness and opening up to your truth, and a foundation for you to continue to be curious as you integrate and incorporate the experiences of others into your knowledge base. The Knight of Wands in your present is clarified by the Three of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So indeed, the new beginning is here, and it is based on this community of support, this ability to be vulnerable, to share your vulnerability, and to allow yourself to receive the support, the attention, and nurturance of others. That is what is the basis for this celebration of growth that you will be experiencing, if you're not experiencing it already. The Ace of Wands is the second ace and is really consolidating that this new information, this new revelation, this new inspiration that you're having is leading to a new endeavor, a new concrete business, home, community effort, project that is pulling together this new way of working in community for you with equity, so that you no longer feel yourself needing to initiate all responsibility in your relationships, but instead in a balanced place where you give at your ability and you receive in the ways that reflect the generosity of your spirit, of your efforts, of your desires to be of service to others. I hope this reading is being helpful to you. If it is resonating, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I hope this has been helpful to you, Libra. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Until then, Namaste.